Welcome to Jesse Panda 10, and
The Drop Shop Garage.
today, guys, is our 41st weekly update vlog. Only 11 more until we are at 1 full year of doing this.
That's really cool.
It's been a while. 41 weeks. That's over 10 months. That's a lot. Sadly, I did lose one subscriber. Please subscribe, guys. I am at 338 subscribers, so that is one less than last week. I only did make one video, and it wasn't really even a real video. It was just me talking about the new channel, and the new channel is Prepping for Survival. So that is completely up, and we made our first intro video, so you guys can definitely go check that out.
Yep.
We did do a couple fun things this week. Just today, actually, we went to the International Auto Show. It's pretty cool. So we went down to Detroit to the Huntington Place.
Yep.
It's called. It used to be called Cobo Hall. If you guys don't know what Huntington Place is, so they changed it from Cobo Hall to TCF, and
now it's
TCF
called
went out of
Huntington
business,
Bank.
and now it's Huntington. Not Huntington Bank, but Huntington Center.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
most
one of
of the
those things.
country knows is at the Cobo Center.
Yeah, Cobo.
It was called the Cobo Arena for 50 years, if not more.
Arena.
Yeah, Cobo
Okay,
Hall,
Cobo Hall.
Cobo Arena.
But I was gonna say that we went to the auto show. If you guys don't know what the auto show is, it's this big building, and they fill it full of brand new cars, and it's all different types of manufacturers. There was Chrysler, Dodge, same thing, Ford, Chevrolet, everything. And they actually had a couple cool test track things. It's where you got in the passenger seat and in the back, and we went up this big ramp, and it was really cool. If you guys, did we make videos of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you made a couple videos, so you guys can go check those out whenever they come out. We also went outside, and believe it or not, there was this huge, like 3-story rubber duck. It was, I know it sounds so dumb, but it was just this big inflatable yellow duck, and it was called like the Duck
Something
Duck
to
Jeep.
do with Jeeps.
Yeah, it was like Jeep. It was called Duck Duck Jeep, and they had shirts that were pretty overpriced. It said "You got ducked in Detroit by Duck Duck Jeep." Not sure why Jeep got a big rubber duck, but they did. But
Yeah.
and then so they had the inside portion, which was what I was talking about, how there's cars on the inside, and then we went on the outside, and it was free admission, but they had a whole section with like Bigfoots.
Only the outside was free admission. Okay, the story about the Detroit Auto Show is that they've had it for like 50 years, and they do it every January. It's usually like January 11th to January 13th, somewhere in there. But the past couple of years, they have not had it because of coronavirus. So this is the first auto show in about 3 years. And this is the very first time where they bumped it back a few months, and or forward a few months. Instead of being in January, they had it in September. And they did charge $20 a person. It was $20 for me and $20 for Jesse to go on the inside. And then they had half of the show on the inside and then half of it on the outside. I didn't understand the part where the half on the outside was free and they charged you for the inside, but that's whatever they came up with.
Yeah.
And so yeah, on the inside, they have all of the dealerships like Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Cadillac, all of those.
Yeah, everything that you can think of.
Yep. And the really cool thing is that Jeep had this humongous track where it goes way up and then down, like the guy said it's like 48 degrees. It seemed like it was like
40 on the way up and then 43 on the way down.
Yep, so it was pretty crazy. And me and Jesse got to take a ride in a brand new Jeep. He sat in the front and I sat in the back. And it was awesome. It goes up the hill, down the hill, then up these steps, down some steps, and then it goes around the corner and it goes over all these little bumps. And just to show you everything that they do. And then after that, we ended up, the Dodge people had this the Dodge Ram track, where it did the same thing. It went up a hill, down a hill, and then it went up to this like a concrete wall that they said weighed like 7,000 pounds. And they hooked the truck up to it with a couple of chains while we were inside, and then they pull the wall to show you how strong the truck is.
Yep, and then they also had their own little mini ramp. It wasn't as big as the Jeep one, but it was still a little ramp.
Yep. and we got to ride in a brand new Dodge Ram. It was a diesel one. I was really shocked that it was a diesel one because it didn't make any noise. It was really quiet. We did learn something about the Jeeps too, that because Jesse loves Jeeps, and we found out that they have a brand new one that's half electric and half gasoline,
It's called like the 4xe. I think that's
something
what it's
like that.
called.
So like if you're gonna go on a long trip, you can just hit the button and you can drive on the engine. And if you're just gonna like go to work and back a couple of times, you can switch the button to electric, and you can just go to work and come back a couple times on electric.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. I had a couple other things to say about that.
Sure.
So yeah, we did stay in that line. It was pretty cool. The track, it was very steep. When you were in it, it was just like a roller coaster. You could feel all your weight on the seat, and you were like, oh. And then on the way down, you were like falling forward because it was so steep. You actually hit the brakes when we were going down, and you like went forward, and it was like pretty much straight forward. It's crazy. And then yeah, that's pretty much all for the auto show. And then oh yeah, so I got a couple cool things in the mail. So I did go. If you guys know who the lockpicking lawyer is, you might not. It is this YouTuber. What? Oh, I thought you were smiling.
Oh no.
The lockpicking lawyer is this YouTuber that picks locks. Like every single day they make a video about picking locks, and I bought a couple locks off of a website that he talks about all the time. And I bought this beginner lock set, which has 6 little hole things. It's like pretty much like just a regular lock, but it comes with the pins so that you can change them out, so that it's different every single time. And I put it together today, and I actually got done picking a 6-pin lock, so that was pretty cool.
You bought one from him last year too. You bought like a
Not
clear
from him.
lock. I thought it was from the lock picking lawyer. No.
No.
So last year,
That was on Amazon.
for some reason, Jesse's into picking locks. And,
I know it sounds like criminal, but it's definitely not, because I don't go rob things or anything. I just
Yeah.
think it's fun.
So yeah, last year, one day I didn't even know about it, and he ordered some lock
You
picking
want to
set.
pay for it.
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Yeah, you do. You were the one that paid for it.
And then he got this in the mail. He got a clear lock and with a whole bunch of little tools that shows him how to open it up.
Yeah,
and
I
then
got
this
it.
year I didn't know about it. You just ordered it because
And then immediately afterwards, I tell you.
yeah.
But I'll tell the story. So last year, maybe it wasn't even, I don't think, a full year ago, but I bought this clear 2 locks actually, and it came with picks. But the bad thing is that when you go to pick it, it is just a little padlock, which the pins you can't change out. So you're just picking the exact same lock over and over and over, and you're not really getting that great of experience. And then also because the lock is clear, you aren't getting that great of practice. Yeah, because you're able to see the pins, and it kind of defeats the whole purpose. But with this new one, you can start with 1 pin, 2 pins, work your way all the way up to 6 pins, and that's what I did today. And I actually was able to open it. And then also I bought this one. I think it's called the Wafer Lock, and it came with this. I don't know why it's not working now, but it opens like this. It's just like your average everyday lock.
For like cabinets.
Yeah, cabinets and stuff like that. And yeah, so I bought a lock picking set. It came with the lock, it came with a couple picks, and then I bought a circular lock, which, if you guys don't know what a circular lock is, it is the kind that you find on like a gumball machine. Gumball machine lock. And I haven't been able to pick this one yet because I don't even think I bought the right tools. You have to buy like a whole specific kit for this.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder who would go around picking gumball machines.
I don't know why you want to actually learn lockpicking, but in the future, what if I don't know, prepping for survival? What
Maybe
if
you could become a locksmith.
Nah.
Yeah. Well, as of today, guys, this is vlog number 41, and I have 449 subscribers. So this week I gained 2 subscribers. Thank you to the 2 subscribers. I made a ton of videos for you. The first one was from the Frankenmuth Car Show. Frankenmuth was it's a little town in Michigan, and last weekend they had this really huge car show, the whole town. So I made a bunch of videos, but I try to put like one out a day. So that was the first one. My second one was a 1968 Impala SS, and that one was really cool. The guy bought this Impala, and it was in really good shape, but he said that it was green. and he didn't like the color green, so he repainted it red. So it ended up being red with a white vinyl top, and that one's really cool. My third video was a 1976 Roadrunner. Roadrunners are by Dodge or Chrysler, and they're really cool. For being a 1976, it was bright orange, and it has a huge wing on the back and some really nice stripes, and that one had tinted windows. So if you like Roadrunners, go ahead and check that one out. The number 4 video was the important update. Me and Jesse both together made the really important update. The important update was that we filmed the very first episode of the Prepping for Survival. It was just the intro to the channel, but you guys should really check it out and subscribe. My 5th video was a 1965 Bel Air, but this Bel Air had a big block in it, and it wasn't just the normal big block. This was a Merlin Motors big block, one of them hardcore motors. I've been in a couple of Chevelles with one of those Merlin hardcore motors. They are fast, like super fast. You guys need to check that one out. My 6th video was a 1978 Camaro Z28. This Camaro was white, and it had really cool stickers. It was all original. So the guy claims that it was 100% original. So you guys should really check that one out. And then the last one, this was the best one. I made this one today, and it's the original Bigfoot. So if you guys don't know Bigfoot, Bigfoot was the very first monster truck ever. And back when I was a kid, they had this show at the Pontiac Silverdome, and it was the very first time that Bigfoot was ever on stage, like in an arena. People had heard of Bigfoot. It had been at little town fairs and stuff, but the very first time that it was in a sold out arena was at the Pontiac Silverdome, and I got to see it when I was really, really young. And today they had it in Detroit. Sorry, let me drink some water. They had it in Detroit. So I filmed the whole thing, the original Bigfoot monster truck. And then right next to it, they had the other Bigfoot that has the 10-foot tall tires. I've seen that one on TV lots of times, but I haven't never really seen it in person. What else would you like to tell them?
I'm trying to think.
So yeah, we went to the Detroit Auto Show today. We started up the Prepping for Survival, so that one's fully up and running. We bought a bunch of more little things for it, so that when we start making the videos, we're going to make like a video that's all about how to get good drinking water. Then we're going to make a video about shelter, how to make a shelter with a tarp.
Oh, I've got something too. Oh, so it's a pretty funny story. So I was at school the other day, and I was just thinking like, a couple years ago, we were at the cider mill, and we went right across the street, and there was this river, and it was kind of like a dried up river, but it still had a little bit of water flowing through it, and we were like, wow, there really might be some gold there.
In there.
And so, me just having money in my pocket, went online at school, typed up gold pan.
You ordered a gold pan?
I bought a gold pan at school.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so maybe on the Prepping for Survival we can look for gold. How cool would that be? But I bought a 14-inch, so they had no like 10-inch ones, or not even 10-inch, they had like 8-inch ones. But then I bought the biggest one that they had. It was only like $14.
Yep.
So yeah, we are going to be able to pan for gold.
Yeah, well, during Corona, we watched a lot of TV because there was nothing else to do for like about a year. And we used to watch the Gold Show all the time. And on the Gold Show, they said that every river and creek, no matter where you are, has a little bit of gold in it. And yeah, so we go to this little town that's a few towns away, and it has a cider mill. That's what Jesse's talking about.
Yep.
And right across the street, it has a really slow running river. And then this river has this really sharp bank. And on the show, they always said that wherever there's a sharp bank, that's where the gold collects. So I remember telling Jesse, man, one day we need to come here and just grab a little bit of that sand and see if it's got some gold. That was a few years ago, so I'm really surprised that Jesse thought about it.
Yeah, I was just at school, bored out of my mind with credit card in my pocket.
Well, as you guys know, Jesse has a full-time job now,
Yeah,
and
it's
Jesse,
not really full time. It's kind of like
it
a
was
little bit less
full-time in
than
the
full
summer.
time.
Right now it's part-time because he's back in school.
Yes.
But so he's got a part-time job. He works as much as he can, as much as they'll let him. So he gets some pretty good paychecks,
Yeah.
and he's 15 years old, so the money's probably just burning a hole in his
Yeah,
pocket.
it is. Also, what I was gonna say is with the gold pan, we probably have a bucket somewhere around here, but on YouTube and a ton of different other things, I saw where they just take the like a $5 or not $5, 5 gallon Home Depot bucket or anything like that, fill it full of water, bring it with them, and then they pan in the bucket.
Yep, and I did hear that you are allowed to go to almost any like state river or like a little lake or wherever, and you are allowed to pan for gold. And if you find a little bit, obviously you're not going to bring like a bulldozer or anything,
Yeah.
but I heard that it is legal, so you won't get in trouble or anything like that.
Yeah, so this pan that I bought, it has like a couple different stages. It's like the professional ones. It's got different rings, and on one side it kind of looks like stairs, but they're little tiny stairs. And then on one there's like bigger stairs, and then one I think it's like zigzag or something like that. It's got like 3 different kinds.
Wow, that's really cool. So yeah, back to the prepping for survival.
Yep.
We're gonna make one video all about how to get water. Then we're gonna make one video about how to make shelter. Then we're gonna make a video about how to get some food. The three main basic things: food, water, and shelter.
And then maybe in the future some gold.
Yep, and then in the future we're gonna teach you guys all kinds of things. Just tons and tons and tons.
That's funny.
I can't wait to make this one. That Jesse's already made one, and it's on the little what's that little list called that you put
The
on there?
10 C's or the 10
No. The videos that you already put. What is that called on the channel?
Is videos to check out?
No,
The playlist?
the playlist.
Oh, the
But yeah,
playlist.
on the playlist, he made a video a long time ago. I don't even know if you have one of the matches, but
Oh, yeah, I don't know if I ever posted it. I'm not 100% sure.
yeah.
If I
But
ever
we're gonna,
posted it.
where the bottom of the story is, we're gonna get these waterproof matches that we have, and we're gonna buy some more. And Jesse has this trick. It's not a trick, but he lights a match. He takes a cup of water and he dips it in there. It goes out, pulls it out, and then it lights back up. You put it back in the water. You think that the match goes out. You take it out, and the match lights right
And
back
you
up.
can do it 3 or 4 times.
You could do it, yeah, 3 or 4 times, and it still lights up. So we're gonna make a whole video just about those matches, because those matches are just amazing. I mean, you could be in the middle of a rainstorm, and those matches will work.
Yeah. Waterproof, not water resistant. They
Yep.
are hurricane proof.
Yeah, and then we got these little squares that we bought at Joe's Army Navy.
I think we have some.
They're
actually.
just fire squares. Don't worry about it. But we're gonna make a whole video about those
Yeah,
too.
they're made of like styrofoam, which is weird because usually when you light styrofoam, it goes up like boom, and it's really quick and gone. But these ones, you light it and for like a good 20-30 seconds, it's on fire, just like styrofoam.
Mhm.
Pretty powerful of a.
We've done
very
a couple of
strong
tests.
Fire.
Yeah, we actually did a test for Jesse's
Scouting
TV
on
show,
Air, yeah.
Scouting on Air, where he took 3 different kinds of lighting materials,
Fire starters.
fire starters. One was what? Just
One was a fire disc, which was this red circle thing that was made of like I don't even know. It was like red.
sawdust or something.
Yeah, it was something, and it was red. And we tried it. We put a match up to it, made sure that the flame was going up towards it, and everything, and it just would not light
It
on
was
fire
horrible.
for like 20 seconds.
Yep.
Then we had the fire cubes. Those ones I would say were definitely the best. They instantly light the little log cabin. And then the third one that we had were these fire sticks. It did take a second for them to light, maybe 3 or 4 seconds, but then they almost didn't want to go out.
Yeah, they
the
were
thing.
just as good. But yeah, out of the 3 things, the best one was these little cubes, and we're gonna show you guys because you could have like wet wood, and it still will light it. It will light it and help you start a fire.
100% sure about that one. Yeah, I would suggest if you were to do any of them, I would just take the fire cube and then on top put the fire stick, light it, and then that would work even better.
Yep. And then in the future, we'll give you guys little nuggets, they call it on YouTube, because you guys are watching our vlog, so it's little like secrets for the future videos. But for one of them, we're gonna make the shelter. It's just gonna be a tarp with a rope from like one tree to another tree, and then you'll be able to have shelter with a tarp. And when it starts getting a little colder, we're going to show you how you can take the tarp and just wrap yourself up in it like a blanket, and you won't freeze because the tarp makes your body keep all of the heat inside, and you will not get hypothermia. So what do you have a joke for them this week?
I do have a joke. I don't think that I will ever make another one of these without a joke. How long have we been doing that?
41, and every 41 of them has had a joke.
That's not true. We started at like 20.
Oh, I thought it was like on the third one.
No, we started it pretty late in, and then I had it once or twice, and didn't have it a couple times. I was just wondering if you knew
I'm
what
not
time
sure.
when we started. But yeah, we've been having it for about 20, maybe 30 episodes of the weekly update vlog. So this joke is, how did the barber win the race?
How?
He knew a shortcut.
Yay, that's actually a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Pretty good
knew
one.
The shortcut.
Yep. So I hope that you guys have a really, really good week. I hope everything goes really good for you. And if there's anybody that's new to this vlog and has never seen it before or is new to any of our channels, please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's completely free and it helps us out. And you can give us hit the little like button every once in a while, and that helps us out too to grow the channel. And give us some comments. Comment like, hey guys, you're doing a good job, or hey guys, well, I want to see some more of this. Anything, just please. And now we have 3 channels. So his is Jesse Panda 10. Then mine is the Drop Shop Garage.
We need to add the Prepping for Survival. Then we got all 3.
Yep, and then together we're doing the Prepping for Survival. Because nowadays you need to learn all that kind of stuff because the power's been going out a lot more. People have been having water problems in a whole bunch of cities. There was a city here in Michigan that, if you guys don't know about, just type up on Google Flint water crisis.
Lead in the water.
The water, yeah, brain damage. For 4 or 5 years, they were giving people some bad water.
That it didn't really affect adults, but it just affected the elderly and kids. That's kind of sad.
Yup. And after that happened, they started testing water like all over the country, and they found like 20 other cities in the United States that the lead levels were so high. And then half the time when you go to the store, they don't even have water. They don't have water in the water bottles they're selling out. It's just becoming a nightmare out there. So that's why we started the Prepping for Survival. So anyways, please like and subscribe, and we will catch you guys on the next one.
I thought you were going to say this is Drop Shop Guys and Jesse Panda 10.
Yep, but we already said it once.
Yes, okay. So please like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you guys on the next one.
Have a great week.